All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast, where we drink rum and talk about stuff. I am Jared.
Hi, everybody.
You sound like a 50s radio guy.
I don't think that's true.
I don't know. It's probably at least one of them.
I forgot what I'm supposed to do.
It would be your name.
Kyle.
Yep. All right. So if you are new here, we are here to talk about weird and funny
This is a
current
hurricane.
events. Yeah, that's what we're drinking.
I made this.
He did make this.
I'm the
Check out our
maker.
Instagram to see that fun.
Maker of the drinks.
At Rum Runners.
I post the recipes on the Instagram.
That he does.
At Rum Runners. Runnas.
With an AS, because we don't say the ER.
With an ass at the end.
With an ass at the end. With an as at the end.
We put the ass in Rum Runnas. There's no Z though. This isn't 1999.
That's true. That's true. Do we do a cool S?
No, it's just a regular ass S.
It's a regular
Like,
ass
the
S.
kind of S that comes right after T. Wait. It's before T.
Today on Rum Brothers, we're gonna
Change
teach-
the alphabet.
we're gonna teach Kyle the alphabet.
I'm gonna put I next to U so that I'm gonna put the P. I'm gonna put the D next to the I, and the I next to the N, and the N next to U, so I can put the D in U.
There you go.
Nailed it. There's a lot of build up for that.
First try. First try. That was flawless. It was flawless. Flawlessly delivered. Good job. Good job. That was good spelling.
Thank you.
All right, so why don't we hop straight into our weird and funny current events? We got to start with probably Rum Runner's favorite person to talk about, Donald Trump.
Build the fence.
No, it has nothing to do with the fence today.
White picket fences for everyone, all across the American border.
Actually, aside from the story, did you hear that there's an artist that was building a wall of cheese at the border?
That's gonna melt.
Oh no, it totally is gonna melt. But
It's gonna smell really bad.
he
That's
was
super
taking
insulting.
huge blocks of cheese. I don't know what kind of cheese. I'd like to think it's
That's so
Oaxaca.
expensive.
Oaxaca cheese.
That's so expensive. Cheese is
Is
expensive.
Oaxaca cheese a thing?
I think you're just making up things and being racist. Isn't Oaxaca
I
a
think-
country in Marvel?
That's Wakanda.
Whatever.
Now you're being racist.
That's a superhero. That's me not giving a fuck about Marvel. Does that mean
Wakanda is
shitty
not a
movies
superhero.
and shitty TV shows
Wakanda's a
and
country.
shitty things?
Wakanda's a country.
Mom's a country.
Black Panther is the superhero. And if you say that you don't like Black Panther, people are going to assume you're racist.
That's not true.
He's the quintessential black superhero.
Marvel. That's not true.
Yes, he is.
Black Green Lantern is.
Black Green Lantern is not the quintessential like superhero. No.
What's his name? Hal Jordan.
No, Hal Jordan's the white one. You're talking about Jon Stewart.
Who's the
And
gay
no.
one?
Kyle Rayner.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not lying. I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure he is gay.
Isn't he married to the black one?
No, because he's not gay.
Man, I don't read comic books.
You
That's
d-
for
that was
nerds.
DC. You like DC and you still fucked it up.
nerds. Green Lantern's gay.
Green Lantern's, oh my god,
I mean, technically, there is one.
just one. There's a gay Batman in one of the universes.
Batman has a baby. I
I said
okay.
one of the
That's
universes.
fine. You can adopt.
I just made that up. I just assumed.
I would respect that.
There's a pirate Batman.
Dude, no, those were terrible comic books. Anyway, what does this have to do with Donald Trump?
I don't know. You wanted to go off. I said Oaxaca cheese, and you brought up comic books. I think Oaxaca cheese is a thing.
It's not a cheese. Panda cheese. He baited out of panda cheese.
Panda cheese.
Do you not remember panda cheese?
No, I don't.
Maybe you weren't around for that.
I was
Oh my
older
God.
than you, so I
The
probably
commercials.
was.
No, I mean you were around.
Oh, we didn't
for
drink
it.
our drink.
You weren't around for when that was like a thing where people were like, "Kyle, pretty sure this panda is you," because the commercials for panda cheese, there's a panda in it, and they'd be like one of them is like somebody in the hospital or something, and he walks over to like
Wait.
their monitoring system and just throws it on the ground.
I do know what you're talking about. I remember those commercials. That's why.
Yeah.
But we didn't drink our drink.
Great.
Yo.
It's very effervescent.
Wow.
Tastes like a Jolly Rancher.
It's very sweet.
It's like somebody put way too much simple syrup in it.
It does seem like someone put way too much simple syrup in it.
Probably a little too much lime juice too.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too much grenadine.
I mean, I can never distinguish the taste of the grenadine. So.
It tastes like Jolly Ranchers.
Okay, it does taste like Jolly Ranchers. It's not bad. It's just
tastes
really
like fruit
sweet.
punch.
Yeah, it's just very, very sweet.
I should mix my fruit punch in my fruit punch.
Oh my goodness.
It has so much fruit punch.
Fruit punch inception.
Fruit punch inception.
Fruit punch inception.
It'd be like that stupid fucking drink that like Guidos drink with Red Bulls and vodka.
Jaeger bombs.
Yeah, that one.
Jaeger bombs.
Not
Jaeger bombs.
Not vodka. Jaeger.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible. Why would you ruin your Red Bull by putting
Jaeger in it?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had Jaeger bombs.
You don't even like energy drinks.
I don't, but I've had Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs. So let's get to the first story.
Got a new haircut.
Got a new haircut. Me and my friends gonna go out. Gonna get some pussy. Gonna drink Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs.
Gonna go out. Wear button-up shirts. Blowback fades.
When you could make fun of them, I bet you nowadays we can't make fun of them because of PC culture.
I think everybody
I
can
bet
make fun of Guidos.
no, I bet you that there's some reason like kind of like coalition of don't make fun of Guidos.
Don't make fun of Guido. Can we make that like? Can we shorten that? Can we make that an acronym?
Or is like Guido's like the ultimate like white man, like just fair game no matter what.
I think everyone kind
'Cause
of
they're the
shares like a
ultimate
general
douche.
disdain of Guidos.
Dude, I didn't even
Except
think,
for Guidos.
I thought they died.
Like, the Guidos died?
Yeah, I thought
like they're
Guidos-
extinct?
Yeah, I thought they were gone, but then I saw a dude the other day and I'm like, no way.
Like, oh my god, a wild
You
Guido.
still have that?
There's a Guido in the wild.
How do you get your hair to stand up like that? And why do you shave all the hair underneath of it?
17
Why
pounds
is
of hair
this?
gel. That's what it
It's
is.
just like, and I'm like, why? And then you shaved all the
And
other.
it's spiked, right?
You shaved all your accessory hair.
Did you do the spiked or was it like the
No,
just
it was
like,
like
it was
the
all
one
separated?
that was like a big giant comb over one,
Oh, okay.
like Donald Trump's. Back to what we're
Back to
supposed
Donald
talk
Trump.
about.
So the first story that we're going to talk about is it's apparently all over the news right now, but apparently according to Donald Trump, course windmills cost course windmills? What the hell is it?
Yeah, like golf course windmills.
Is
man,
that
like
what they mean?
putt?
Okay. Well, windmills cause cancer. But specifically from what he stated, the noise of windmills causes cancer.
Yeah, no shit, man. Watch. Now the whole internet has cancer.
The whole internet just everywhere. Everybody that listens to us, we apologize because the sound of our windmills. Can you put the mic down? The sound of that is giving me cancer.
Don't joke about cancer, Jared.
I mean, it's bad. I know that.
It's supposed to be cured within the next year.
They do keep saying that.
I saw a
What is
thing.
it? By 2020, should have the cure.
I don't know. Scientists say. Cancer will be
Scientists,
called
good old
cured.
scientists. I saw a
There's
meme.
never a specific
I saw a meme about current scientists.
It's
That was
never.
actually
It's
funny.
never a specific scientist though. It's just like
Just
scientists
scientists.
say.
Yeah.
Like find me that scientist. Like,
Can you
prove
give me a
it.
name? Can you give me a name? Because I kind of want to know. But no, there was a meme I
should
saw
throw some
about scientists
Fireball
today
in this.
that said, "No, we're not throwing Fireball."
Should throw some 99
But no, the
bananas in
meme
this.
said 90s scientists. We
90s?
Yeah, 90s.
like from 1990s.
Like from 1990.
or like 90 scientists, like specifically
No,
90 of them.
90s with an apostrophe
Like
S.
90 scientists.
No, 90s. 1990s scientists. We cloned a goat, and there was like something else, and then it said scientists today. For the last time, the world is round. Because that's really what most of the debates are about. You
Yeah.
remember back in the 90s when they were talking about cloning?
But wait. Did you know they did surgery on a grape?
They did surgery on a grape?
They did surgery on a grape.
What?
I like that you're playing into this stupid meme that like died that I'm trying to bring back.
Yeah, go for it. Continue.
No. Just like the fact that you repeated it. No, that's all you need to say.
Okay, cool.
No. See, all right. So what happens is someone says something and you're like, yeah. But did you know they did surgery on a grape?
Okay, good.
And then it's like, holy shit, they did surgery on a grape. And then you just fucking
Okay,
did the
that's good.
part.
That's fine.
You did your part.
Continue. Okay, let's go. So,
That's good.
windmills cause cancer.
Windmills cause
Windmills not only cause cancer, but they also just swat bald eagles
Fucking
out of the air
killing
like
bald
flies.
eagles. Fuck them bird parasites.
But I mean, they just got off the endangered species list.
How are they supposed to get back on it if they don't get killed by windmills, causing cancer?
So does that make Don Quixote like a hero?
I don't ever read that book.
Don Quixote, the guy who thought he was a knight
Donkey Man.
and thought that windmills were dragons. And does that make Donald Trump Don Quixote?
Don
Juan Quixote.
Trump.
Yeah, Trump could just be Americanized Quixote.
Could be.
And
But
he
also-
sees windmills as dragons.
Trump's all anti.
And dragons aren't cool. But that's a Spanish story, like from the Spain Spanish. And we've already talked about that they're white. Don Juan Trump
Don Juan.
is now Don Juan Quixote.
Don Juan Trump Quixote.
Cancer is the dragon.
Yeah, because we don't know what the J stands for. It
And
stands for Juan.
For Juan. So Trump stands for Quixote. Don Juan Quixote. He fights windmills. Windmills being dragons. Dragons being cancer. Donald Trump is Spanish.
For cancer.
He's Spanish for cancer. Spanish for cancer.
Riddle has been solved. All right.
There we
So,
go.
but like, okay. So like,
I love when you take the breath beforehand because it's just you trying to take in the stupidity and then exhale. Usually comedy. Let's see where it goes.
what does it say about John McCain?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even read it. I just watched the video. The list of Trump's public views is lengthy, including fake news media. The late Senator John Oh, it's just saying that he has beef.
I thought he was saying that
John
windmills caused John McCain's
Oh my God,
cancer. I was like, no way. He's like immediately like blaming.
He's
that.
like, look, I know I have issues with John McCain, but if the windmills weren't around causing cancer, John McCain would still be alive.
And a traitor. That's what he would say.
He probably would. He wouldn't be able to say anything nice about John McCain because he's a schmuck.
John McCain?
Let's see here.
I mean, he kind of is too.
Goes back nearly 10 years when he strongly opposed their construction near his golf course. Yo, so this has been like a long-standing thing.
Everything just affects his money. That's all it is. So he's just mad because there's probably like a bunch of rich people that are like, yo.
Oh, no, he just said it's ugly and
those
noisy.
are ugly windmills. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and
that's
now
exactly
he's like,
what it is.
yeah. The noise causes cancer. Duh. And their ugly asses kill eagles.
I just love how it says his impassioned rhetoric with hand gestures and an exaggerated imitation of the sound of windmill blades rotating. Wind. And he I feel like he should have gone straight Kung Pao. You've seen Kung Pao.
Windmill. Now you have cancer.
Okay. Do you want to move on to the next one, or do you have some more things to say about this?
Let's discuss this further.
Okay. 75. Oh, I thought he was like 75% of cancer.
I just don't understand like why he hates windmills. Is it
If you
literally
have
just
a windmill anywhere near your house, congratulations, your house just went down 75% in value. And they say the noise causes cancer. That was his way of saying it.
it doesn't. But
If you also if it's not windy, then you can't watch TV.
yeah, that's right, man. Because windmills are a direct source of energy. They're
It's just
not.
constant.
It's not storing energy. It's just like if they're running, you have energy.
There's
If
just
they're
cables
not, then
going
you don't.
from the windmill to your house.
directly to your house. So how many houses does one windmill run?
According to Donald Trump, probably one.
Probably one.
Probably one windmill per
And it's
each house.
sending dangerous noise cancer through the wires to your house.
So if you have a noise-canceling headphones, are you safe from cancer? Because it's just the noise.
listen.
You're not safe from the ugly.
But
That's
so
but
I'm
the
just
noise.
trying to figure out if it's just like his hatred of windmills, because
Because they're dragons.
because of his golf thing. Like his golf course is like, oh, these ugly ass windmills on the side of my golf course,
windmills.
bringing down my beautiful golf course. Or if like this started like somewhere younger, like maybe he was playing putt putt and like the windmill got him every time or something.
And everybody was
Or-
just making fun of him.
Or if this is just because he's getting hand jobs from like Big Coal or something. Like I want to know
definitely
where
getting
it's
hand
coming
jobs from
from.
Big Coal. But
I mean, they
even
all are,
but I mean, he hated it 10 years ago when he said they were big and ugly
dude, straight up
and noisy.
10 to 1. He got beat by a windmill at a mini golf course when he was a kid.
Oh my god, I can almost guarantee.
And then he grew up, and then he was like, "Man, I made this nice golf course." And someone was like, "Windmills." He's like, "Fuck, fuck windmills."
He got like PTSD.
Yeah.
He said he's like, no. He just hears the kids chanting.
Now he's present. He's like, "I am gonna get rid of these goddamn windmills. These goddamn windmills.
Goddamn
windmills."
That was the greatest part of the because we watched the video before recording, and he was just wind. He was just like, if Hillary would have won, it would have been windmills, wind. I don't know. I think we got to come up with a new one for windmills. I was gonna say that could be dangerous. We got cups on here and everything. You're the Karate Kid.
I watched him die last night. We watched The Outsiders.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm confused.
Yeah, he died in that movie.
Yeah, good old.
Stay gold, Pony Boy.
Okay, I think we're done. I really don't think there's anything. We've determined that Donald Trump is Don Quixote. Windmills are dragons. Dragons are cancer. He couldn't get past the windmill hole in putt-putt golf, so now he's carried this over for the rest of his life. It's some weird PTSD caused by his insane psychosis that he currently has.
Who was with old white dudes playing mini golf?
Just golf in general?
That's what I meant.
I don't see many old white dudes playing mini golf. But I haven't played mini golf. I'd totally be down. You want to go play mini golf and just yell at windmills?
Like a stupid ass
We should do that. We should do that. Go play mini golf and just yell at the windmills.
Get to the windmill and be like, "This gave me cancer. You owe me money."
See if we can get a free game.
Can we sue them?
We can get a free game, probably.
If we get cancer from their windmill.
We can just listen to it for a little bit and just be like, cancer.
I got cancer.
I got cancer now. Let's try that.
Tear this windmill down.
Tear this windmill down, Mr. Gorbachev.
Windmills?
I don't know. I still think it's the putt-putt golf thing. Putt-putt golf was around in like 1920 when he was 7 years old, right?
You don't know how long ago 1920 was, but it was 100 years ago. Next year.
Yeah, next year is 100 years ago.
It's 99.
Donald Trump is what, like 117 years old or something like that?
99 years ago.
He's like 117 years old.
The Great Gatsby died 99 years ago.
Yeah, when Donald Trump was 7. Motherfucker's old. He's
like
really
70.
old. He's really old.
They're all old. Old white
very
people
old.
run the world, man. And then they say dumb shit like windmills fucking cause cancer because they don't understand things because they're still in that part of the world where they're like fucking what makes the sun come up? It must be the sky, man.
The sun has legs and just
Fucking Trump wakes up every morning is like, "Good morning, Apollo." Like, what the fuck? Fucking old ass fucking old people not knowing how things work.
Fucking old white people not knowing shit.
Fucking wind noise causes cancer. Fucking I guess he doesn't drive with his car windows down either. That's wind noise.
That's actually a really good. Well, no, if you think about it, the fan in your car, tiny windmill.
Tiny windmill.
Tiny windmill.
Tiny windmill. Air conditioner in his house.
Yeah.
It's so many windmills.
So many
windmill
tiny
causing
little
cancer.
windmills causing just fucking wind cancer.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
those windmills are run off coal energy, so
That's
therefore it's different.
So it's not cancer. It's
just air cancer in general.
yeah, exactly. Oh man,
We need to just switch to nuclear power.
yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people
It's
are trying to do
cleaner.
that. Well, Pennsylvania actually is most of its energy comes from nuclear.
Yeah, I know. Super duper good.
Yeah.
Even though we're in the fucking coal belt, but whatever.
Well, it kind of ended like at us. I worked for the electric company. I saw stuff like that.
You're all like nuclear fission.
Nuclear.
Nuclear
That was really loud. That hurt my ear.
pandas.
Oh, fuck. Okay, let's go to the next story. On to the next one.
Pete.
We're going to do a local story, and you actually told me about this one. Do you remember
I found it on a thing they were
Yeah.
talking about, and I was like, what?
this? Woman
She was all like,
claims
what?
that online alien cult led to her shooting boyfriend in the head.
Hell fucking yeah, man.
Did you read the article or did you just read the headline?
No.
Did you clickbait it?
No, I listened to a thing where they were talking about it, and they were like Stroudsburg, PA, and I was like, what?
You're like, I need to know more.
Yeah. They apparently, this is her boyfriend was in like a reptilian fear cult or something, where they were all afraid.
I thought that the camera fucked up for a second and it didn't.
They were all afraid like the reptilians were coming, and he had like this cult leader lady that they have like a special Facebook messaging group they're a part of. And they fucking talk, and he got a boyfriend, and the cult leader was all like, "Yo, you can't have a girlfriend." And
I love how you're like, he got a boyfriend. You can't have a girlfriend.
I meant girlfriend.
So the cult leader is basically like, you can't have a girlfriend.
Yeah, she's all like, "You can't have a girlfriend." And he was all like, "I got a girlfriend," and his girlfriend was all like, "Yo, fuck that bitch." And the cult leader lady was all like, "Yo, check out my podcast where I talk about how shitty your girlfriend is and shit."
The cult leader had a podcast where
apparently she has many podcasts where she talks
and they
about,
talk shit about the girlfriend,
about reptilians and stuff. And then so like they went drinking, I guess, and I'm kind of on her side if the story is true, because he's fucking nuts and believes that people are reptiles and being bred, and like they have like some kind of thing where they're trying to build
reptiles and bread.
They're breeding reptilians. And they're like taking over positions of power, and they have to build some kind of bullshit anti-alien power things, which is just mixing a bunch of chemicals in tinfoil or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
Anyway, some dumb shit. That
you know way more about this story than I do.
I fucking do. And then he was all like, they went drinking. He was all like, "Let's go shoot guns in the woods." And she was all like,
I read that part.
"Fuck you." And he was all like, "No. Let's go shoot guns in the woods." And she was like, "I'm gonna shoot you to death." And then she did.
See if, no, that's not how the shoot. You had everything up until the actual murder. So apparently,
did he die?
Yeah, yeah.
But she shot him.
Did
they go shooting in the woods?
Yes, they did that.
She was dumb enough to go do that. I would not go shooting with people in the Poconos in the woods, because that's fucking terrifying.
Well, no, they did this. They went shooting in the woods behind the house, shot his gun for a while, and then went into the house. And apparently, at that point, whole fucking night changed, because then he got super depressed, because apparently he got kicked out of the cult.
Oh wait, yeah, no, he did it was like a suicide thing. According to him.
He said he put the gun to his own head. It made her grab it, and he said, "Shoot me in the head." And then she was like, "No," and he was like, "Yes," and then she was like, "No," and then he was like, "Yes," and then she shot him in the head, and then she called 911, and she was like, "I shot him in the head, but he made me do it."
He made me do it.
Which, honestly, how did he make you do it? You had the gun.
I don't know. They were drinking. Maybe he shouldn't have been wearing what he was wearing.
He was just asking for it. He was asking to be shot in the head.
He was just asking for it.
I mean, he literally was asking for it. He was literally going, "Shoot me in the head."
Was that too much? Was that joke too far?
No, because it turned into an actual joke by the end of it. We were able to go from like really, really dark humor to just dark humor right at the end. It's an uptick.
One of them ended with dead. He died in the end.
This is still dark humor. That's just regular dark humor, though. Because you said he was dressed that way. He was asking for it, which was going down a very different path. And then I brought it back to just him dead.
No, it was going down the same. Fun. It was going down the same path. He was asking for it. He really wanted to load in his face.
He did.
I mean, he shouldn't have been wearing what he was wearing if he didn't.
And then he asked for it. And then she gave it to him.
And then she gave it to him right in the face.
I bet he immediately regretted it.
You know what, though? That's what they all say. They always say they were asking for it. I bet he didn't ask for it, and she just shot her boyfriend in the face.
I mean, I think that's what the investigation is about. I think the investigation is kind of about, did he ask for it? And was this just an assisted suicide, which is still illegal? Or did you just shoot him in the face?
Everybody always wonders why I'm fucking afraid of the Poconos, man. Because you can't apparently go out drinking with your girlfriend into the woods, fall on your alien cult, and then come home and not get shot in the face.
Yeah.
That just happens every day up there.
That is just how it goes in the mountains of Pennsylvania.
Man, I was in the Poconos recently.
There's a lot.
I shouldn't have done that.
There's animal fucking, and there's also alien sex cults leading to the murder of
animal fucking, indoor water parks, and shooting aliens.
Oh yeah, you were just in the Poconos.
I was just in the Poconos.
Oh my god. Was it around this time?
I don't know.
Did you
Probably
hear the
not. I
gunshot?
feel like, oh my God, just like, that was a weird noise. It was really loud in here, but I can't believe I heard that.
You're just like walking to your car. You're like, oh, well, I got to get going because I got work tomorrow.
Pop.
Pop. Be like, oh, that sounded suspiciously like a gunshot.
I wonder what they're doing at the college.
Oh, that's...
Because NAC's right nearby.
Okay, well, all right.
That's not what I meant.
Okay. All right. Even we drew the line there.
That's
Okay.
not what I meant.
Gotcha. Okay.
I was just saying fucking rednecks.
Fucking
Doing redneck stuff.
Doing redneck shit.
At the redneck community college.
Let me just see here. They asked if she wanted to accept a guilty plea for third-degree murder and go to prison for 10 to 15 years. She said no.
Really, how about assisted suicide?
And I go to
They're
jail
all like,
for 5 years.
Suicide amount of years.
What is the penalty for assisted suicide?
I don't know. I think it depends on how many people you assist in suicide.
Let's just assume one.
I don't know. It depends.
Do you want to look it up?
No.
Since we're Daneless today.
Oh, fucking Daneless.
Fucking Daneless.
Dick ass Dane.
Fucking dick ass Dane. I'm gonna save him in my phone as dick ass Dane.
How the fuck do you look up? How long do you go to jail for assisting suicide?
There you go. Probably could have asked Siri, and Siri would have looked it up.
You could have asked fucking Cortana.
I could have, yeah, also. While he's looking this up, remember that there is a Rum Runners tees available.
That's not the thing you should plug. We're talking about suicide. You should
.com.
probably do like the 1-800 suicide
stores
phone number
Rum Runners.
instead of that.
Should I just start playing that Logic song?
Yeah, man. No. It sounds really dark at first.
It is. I just wanna die.
Dude, I don't
That's
know.
what he
It
said.
doesn't tell me what you go to jail for.
God.
It just tells me that it's illegal.
Just in case you were wondering, you can't do that. I didn't know you couldn't do that.
In Connecticut, a person is guilty of manslaughter in the second degree when he intentionally causes or aids another person other than by force, duress, or deception to commit suicide. Well, how long is that girl going to jail for that fucking, like, talked her boyfriend into suicide?
I love how assisted suicide Pennsylvania was the second thing that came up when I was like, assisted suicide penalty.
Well, in Pennsylvania, a person may be convicted of criminal homicide for causing another person to commit suicide.
There's too many words on all these things.
I've literally just told you. So it'd be murder.
So it'd be murder.
She would just get murder.
Good to know. So she should have taken the 10 to 15 because now she's looking at 25 to life.
25 to life.
25 to life. Let's continue on. So that was just our local story.
But no, there was that one chick that was all like, you said you were going to do it. Just do it. Like, what does she get jail for?
I don't know. There was also that chick in...
She didn't actually assist him. She just gave him coaching lessons.
I mean, there was... Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. It was like, you... Didn't she say, like, you won't kill yourself? You should go home and
He was
kill
all
yourself?
like, oh, no. And she was all like, I can't. And she was like, stop being a bitch. And he was all like, okay.
Yeah.
And he died.
And then also on
And
top of
she's
that,
in
wasn't
court.
there the YouTubers where the dude was like, I want to see if this Desert Eagle can be stopped by like 3 Bibles. And he held 3 Bibles in front of his chest. And he was like, hey, honey, shoot me. And she was like, no. And he was like, yeah, honey, shoot me. And their daughter was on the bed. And she legitimately was like, okay. And then shot. And of course, it went through all the Bibles and into him. And yeah, she got in trouble. And she murdered, him, technically. She killed him right in front of their daughter. Very bad.
He asked for it.
He did.
He was wearing all them Bibles. I mean, what was she supposed to do?
Jesus was going to protect him, and Jesus was on break, I guess.
Was this on YouTube?
I don't know if it was like a live thing. It was for a YouTube video. But Jesus apparently took the wheel and steered away from him at that moment, and he did. Very. Very dead. And she was very sad, but she still got very in trouble. Much like this lady will. What the hell was that? Your phone just fucking flashed. Did you take a picture of yourself?
No. Yes.
You took it from like blowjob perspective. It was looking down the shaft up at yourself. You should have just been like, ugh.
I was a blowjob perspective. I've never seen a blowjob from that angle.
True, because they would be if you would have done it from up here, looking down the shaft.
Looking down at me,
Ow,
I did.
fucking
I
ring.
never really got it right. I never stopped to think of you.
I'm only wrapped up in things I cannot win. Now you can't
Stop.
see
The
me.
song's fucking terrible. On to the next one.
You didn't think I was gonna keep that going, did you?
No,
Now
'cause
we're
we're
gonna-
copyrighted.
We're not copyright. 1, that wasn't good. 2, there was no music. 3, nobody's gonna want to. No one's gonna be like, you know what? I want to hear that song. I'm gonna utilize this clip right here to hear that song. Like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted.
like this.
I wanted to hear it jack jammed. We're gonna skip over the pond now, and I think this was in
Canada.
Australia. Flatulence in the workplace is not a form of bullying. Australian appeals court rules.
But is he
Apparently-
farting on purpose?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Apparently, an Australian let's just read the article. An Australian appeals court on Friday ruled that repeated flatulence targeted at another individual wasn't a form of bullying or assault. The ruling by Victoria's State Court of Appeal came after David Hinkst, a 56-year-old engineer, brought a case against his Jesus Christ. That was really disorienting for a second there. Wow. Wow. Okay.
You have to deal with
Oh.
that twice because I did that earlier.
Yeah, I know. Brought a case against his former supervisor for constantly farting toward him, demanding $1.3 million in damages from his former employee in Melbourne construction engineering.
Yo.
Okay.
When I worked at Spencer Gifts, we would fart in the air cannon and shoot it at each other. Could I be sued for? Can I sue someone for $1.3 million?
Not in Australia.
Do you not remember when we would like fart in the dryers at fucking H.H. Gregg?
Yeah.
And then we'd be like, yo, can you come? This smells weird in here, and like trick people into going into it.
Yes. There was nothing to do at that fucking job. Oh.
All this dude was pointing his fart and just like. It's like I directly
Repeatedly.
attacked people with farts.
Yeah.
I've been directly attacked by farts.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yep, but they said that that's not bullying. But I kind of feel like if he wouldn't have been like, I want $1.3 million, they might have sided with him. Like, if he was like, I just kind of want, like $5,000.
Well, what's the damage? Like it smelled bad.
Psychological. Like, if he was just going for $5,000 of like pain and suffering, mental anguish, where he's like, I didn't want to go to work because by the end of the day, I'd come home, my wife would be like, you smell like you just been ripping ass all day. And he's like, it wasn't me. It was my boss.
I mean, like, if
And his
the
wife
dude
left him or something.
just, like, put piles of shit in his work area, like, that'd be bullying.
Yeah. I mean, and it's also, like, from how it sounds like he was just sitting here and he was just like, ugh. He was just launching it his way. I can see, like, if he grabbed his face and, like, put it down at his ass and farted in his mouth. That would be bullying.
I fought in your general direction.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just a Monty Python quote. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. You know that that's like an actual insult?
To call someone a hamster?
To say the breakdown of that, your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries, is actually a really fucked up insult. Because what it's saying, your mother was a hamster. Hamsters are extremely promiscuous and they have a lot of sex. It's just a around the ways way of saying your mother was a whore. And elderberries were for a while, the number one berry used for like meads and stuff. Or like wine or whatever. So basically it was his way of saying your mother's a whore and your father's a drunk. Just so you know. But the farting part, that wasn't bad. I fart in your general direction. Can you stop doing that? Stop it. Stop it. Everybody's unhappy now. Everybody.
ASMR with Kyle.
Everybody is stupider for having... Ow.
That did not hurt you.
It hurts so
You're
much.
such a gun.
Everybody knows that that's like a psychological reaction. Anytime something touches you that you don't want to touch you just go, ow, because that's just how human beings are wired.
Don't do that.
So you're telling me that if I had like a booger on me right now,
I would fucking punch you in the face. I would make you not alive anymore.
I love how you've seen my hands the whole time. And because I said the word booger and did this, you're like, oh, no.
Psychological abuse in the workplace. You're my employer. I'm suing you for $1.3 million. Speak to my attorney.
Boogers are not bullying. There's another one. That's a good one. Boogers are not bullying.
I'm still doing the things, person.
Terrible. Do you want to continue to the next one, or do you have more comments on the farting in the workplace? Just deep throat the mic real quick. Just get it from that angle. Smack yourself in the face with it a couple times. Just like, no, I don't want to do that. Two on. On to the next one.
Yeah. I mean, I think fart should be a crime.
Okay.
You should go to jail every time you fart for poisoning the ozone.
I mean, you can do it there. So I love how you said go to the next one, cancer. But now you're going backwards and you're still talking about it. The only reason I want to talk about this is because I was thinking of this just as one person finding this. So in France, there have been for 30 years just Garfield telephones washing up on shore at like this one beach.
What the fuck?
And no one knew for 30 years. And in my mind, this is what I pictured. I pictured like a younger guy, like he's like 16 years old, and he comes to the beach, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh look, a Garfield telephone. And then like 2 years later, another one comes up, and he just makes it his mission to find, because apparently it was one guy like that was investigating this, trying to find out where this was coming from. I wanted it to be like an all-consuming thought. Can you just imagine for 30 years, the only thing that you can think about is where are these Garfield telephones coming from? They couldn't find it.
What I imagine is there was a Garfield telephone plant that just dumped them in the ocean.
Nope.
They lost them.
Nope. From what happened, they found a shipping container.
In the ocean?
Yeah.
So like a shipping container fell off.
Yeah, fell off of like a boat or something. And it had been, over time...
Just one at a time?
Releasing... Yeah, apparently. Because it was just one at a time washing up. Just releasing phones out. The fucked up thing is when he found it and the shipping container was empty.
So how do they know that's the shipping container?
Technically, they don't.
Unless there's like...
There could be more to this mystery.
It's me. I'm just doing it to fuck with that guy. I just go and I leave them on the beach every now and then.
Oh god, can you just imagine if it like ended after 5 years, but his best friend was like, "Yo, I have an idea. We're just gonna buy as many off of Amazon as we can find, just start chucking them in the fucking ocean."
So wait, for 30 years he's been collecting them.
He's been trying to figure out, because he was like, "This is pollution." And I think really what it was is he was like, this is a mystery, and a mystery needs to be solved.
Because you know what? The first time he was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Garfield phone. Everybody wants a Garfield phone. It was him and his brother. Led an expedition into the cave. Discovered the shipping container. Yeah, it says it was empty, putting a damper on her hopes. What? I thought it said, oh, Claire. I kept going to the Simone part.
His name,
Claire.
His name is Claire.
Claire. Goddamn Claire. But it was putting, hopes of it washing up. I don't know. I still like to think that for 30 years this was her main driving thought.
She woke up in the morning, she's like, where are these Garfield phones coming from?
She's fucking the red thread connecting everything. She's calling like shippers.
She's got a picture of like Garfield and lasagna and
the beach,
Don Quixote and windmills,
and then just water. It's just connected to a cup of water. She's looking at fucking just tide charts. I just loved the mystery of it. 30-year mystery.
I would have given up after like the second one. I'm like, yeah, well, fuck these. I don't care.
He was like, I'm fucking done with it.
Like,
but I
fuck
mean,
yeah,
like,
free phone, and then be like, oh fuck, why?
After a while, you'd keep going back to the beach and you'd keep seeing them. You're just like, I can't. It would re-spark it at some point.
You know what they're really doing is this is
They're gonna relaunch the Garfield phones.
This is a publicity stunt for this person. She's gonna sell them as like these mysterious antique Garfield phones, but really she put the shipping container there, and then just like would leave them in the water for a week and then throw them on the beach. Yeah,
I like to think that it was actually the people who made the Garfield phones.
No, man.
And this is the longest publicity stunt in history. They're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a shipping container, hide it off the coast of France, and over 30 years, it's gonna release. One phone at a time.
No. She made a bad investment.
That's when we're going to...
She made a bad investment.
That's when we're going to
re-release
release the Garfield phone.
She made a bad investment 30 years ago buying a fucking shipping container full of Garfield phones.
We will see. We'll see. If
no one's going to use a landline telephone.
We're going to have to look on Amazon.
I had one for 3 days when I bought my house. I was like, cool, we get a landline. And I was
I'm a grown-up. I have a landline.
Let's get cable internet, and I got rid of the phone.
Yeah, man. Nobody wants a fucking landline. Which is why I'm saying maybe they'll come out with it, but maybe it'll be one of those voice over the internet phones.
No.
You think she's gonna sell it?
She's gonna sell them as like antiques with a mystery background.
When
ups their value.
When Dick Ass Dane comes back, we will have him do the research and see if we find any of those.
Because I fired him again.
We'll have someone do the research. All right, so let's hop over to, I think it's England.
England?
There's a Star Wars sex party featuring, and here's just some, I wanted to talk about this because I loved the names that they suggested for it, because these are swingers parties, and they suggested that people throw their own swingers parties, where people can be nerds and also just have sex with whoever they want. And some of the suggested names were Jar Jar Kinks, Grabba the Butt. What are some of the other great ones? Where are they?
Dildo Baggins.
Hand Solo. Luke Skywalker.
Why would you want to be Han Solo at an orgy?
Maybe you just are
You're
shy.
Just like, oh man.
You're just shy and you need to get it started.
Watch.
Obi-Quick One Kenobi.
That's another bad one.
Darth Later.
What?
Boba Fetish.
What the fuck is... Oh, I get it. I thought you said Darth Later, and I was like... Not right now. Not right now.
Later. Yeah.
I'm going to hang out with Han Solo for a little, and then I'll hang out.
And Porn Troopers. Porn Troopers is not as good.
That's not a good one.
But there's a 2-story venue. It features a sauna, a steam room, a jacuzzi, and private zones, and more.
Why would you go to a private zone at an orgy? I'd be like, I'm here to watch.
We offer a no-pressure environment for you to explore your sexual fantasies and broaden your horizons in the knowledge that you will be safe and respected by all at Jar Jar Kink's party.
We should get into one of these and just do interviews, just walking around interviewing people in action.
They're encouraged to explore their dark side.
That means butt crack.
Tons of butt stuff happening at this place. An intergalactic swingers party with a Star Wars theme is expected to be out of this world.
I already hate this. I hate everything from the beginning of it.
Oh, it's not a trap with plenty of prizes for the best costumes.
But will there be traps there?
Dick traps.
That's what a trap is.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. You consistently think I don't know what you're talking about? I want to remind you how much anime I watch.
Jared, you're a trap.
I'm not a trap.
Is that an anime thing?
It's a big thing
I just thought
in
it was
anime.
a cosplay thing.
It's a big thing in anime.
Like in anime they do it?
Yeah.
They're like, haha, surprise!
Exactly. All the time.
Dick.
Yeah, all the time. Where you're just sitting there and just be like, oh, hey, that's a little girl. And it's like, no, it's not. That's a grown man.
Yeah, but you're like,
what?
You're like halfway through the hentai before that part happens, and you're like about to explode, and then he's like, look at mine! You're like, too late!
That's why it's a trap. It's not a trap if it doesn't catch you. But yeah, it's also big in cosplay. A lot of cosplay does that shit. But what's your favorite name? And in the comments, leave your favorite name. Do you like Jar Jar Kinks, Grab of the Butt, Han Solo, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Boba Fettish, or Porn Troopers? What's your personal favorite?
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul, that pussy?
Yeah.
That would have been a good one. Darth Maul, that pussy. I like Boba Fettish.
AIDS.
I mean, Boba Fett's my favorite Star Wars character, so I'm kind of, it's an unfair advantage, but
I like Grab of the Butt.
Grab of the Butt. I had a feeling that was going to be your favorite. The fuck? Okay, now I have to ask a question. What would you, before I go on to the next one,
On to the next one.
what would you rather talk about?
Baby Jesus.
There's two stories, and both of them, one of them, I kind of just want to talk about so that we can have it in the thumbnail. We'll get more clicks. And the other one,
won't.
when I pull it up, you're going to be like, we'll get more clicks. And the other one is an interesting story about race. Clickbait or interesting story about race? Do you want me to click on it so you can see what the clickbait is?
Just do that one. Amanda wants me to buy an R8.
I felt it hit you. Like I felt the image affect you for a second there. Like I knew that was the end of your sentence, but it actually felt slightly more rushed the moment this came up. What it is
a trap.
in Japan. No, in Japan, there's a company offering the chance to take a bath with a Japanese porn star for $1,600.
Wait, we go up. That's a person?
Yeah.
I thought that was one of those sex dolls, and it was just really, really good.
No, that is a
Her
person.
skin is so smooth.
I know. I mean, who wouldn't say yes to that? Who wouldn't dish out $1,600?
I don't have $1,600.
You'd rob a bank.
I wouldn't. I literally just thought it was a sex doll. Like she just looks like a sex doll.
Now,
She
they
doesn't look
said
real.
that nowhere does it state that sex is guaranteed.
Yeah, that's what the tip's for.
That is what the tip's for.
But you can't say that's what the tip's for. The tip's for that you had a shower.
But
and
she will also feed you strawberries
she wash your balls.
and take sexy photos.
Will she wash your balls?
I'd like to think yes. But it's
Why
beloved
is sex for money illegal? It's just
beloved
stupid.
sex siren Shoko Takahashi. Sorry, I fucked up. Shoko Takahashi. She is the star of classics like Gravure for Heavenly Kings. Shoko Takahashi. Audition
Question.
tape exposed.
Question.
College girl films sexy striptease and
Question.
increased milk sensitivity.
What?
I needed to get through that whole sentence. I needed to see her reaction.
Wait, is that one thing? College girl film sexy striptease and increased milk sensitivity? Is
Yes.
that one movie?
That's one
movie.
It is audition tape exposed. College girl films sexy striptease and increased milk sensitivity. That's one.
So wait. So that video though, is that like a college girl? For one, she's filming it. So like who's doing the striptease?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know how many college girls are in
Also,
this.
is she? So she's filming it.
Mm-hmm.
So is it like she's filming someone with lactose intolerance a strip dance, and then because it's increased, they're feeding that person milk, and that person's shitting
she
his
was
pants
lactating
during
and
it.
she's.
I like my idea.
It could be. Could be.
My idea sounds like one of those videos where like they smack people's balls, but in this one
dude,
they
I
make
don't-
you drink milk when you're lactose intolerant.
There's no commas in these except for the one. So
I really hope
kinda-
that the and is supposed to be a comma, because sometimes that is. Because if that's one video, That's
Well,
a
no, because
lot of
there's-
things happening.
There's no comma here, so it could be audition tape exposed, college girl films sexy strip tease and increased milk sensitivity, breast massage, and massage at the same time.
What? Breast massage
Is the
and
lucky lady.
massage.
At the same time.
It's really just 4 different movies.
I like
It's
to
a paragraph.
think it's all
It's
one.
4. It's just one movie. For Hangling King,
That's
Shoko
just-
Takahashi,
it's like when you
audition
go-
tape exposed, college girl film sexy strip tease and increased milk sensitivity. But there's an exclamation point at the end of that one, so that's just one. So it's
Someti-
2. Also, so when you get to take your shower with her or whatever, your bath, are her genitals blurred?
Not in real life.
So this will be the first time someone actually sees them, unless they figured out a way to real life blur them.
Man, I've seen stuff.
You haven't seen hers?
Not hers.
Look it up. See if they're blurred.
No, we made this mistake the last time. I'll look it up, not on the work computer. Look it up on my personal time. No, I'm not going to do that.
I thought we had the same phone case, but your phone case feels different.
Mine's older.
Mine's textured.
Mine's older.
Yours is not textured.
It's older. It loses
'Cause
texture
you're
after a while.
Oh.
Let's see here. Oh my god, it's for 40 people though.
At the same time?
I don't know.
How big is this tub? How is she supposed to give you that one-on-one time?
What if she just stays in there and then you guys have to like keep like cycling through?
Is this really like a
Is it
weird
gonna be the
audition
same?
where like this is actually like a bukkake film?
Is it the same water?
Maybe is this like an audition though? Like it's really like you show up and it's actually a bukkake film.
Here's another sexy picture.
It's a bukkake film.
It isn't clear whether sex is included, but dinner definitely is.
Do you get to eat the sushi off of her?
I hope so. Oh, this says $1,500 per fan.
What's happening? Yo, Sarah J and one of her friends did something just like this, but they didn't make you pay for it.
What?
Some basketball team just had a win, and that basketball
So-
team won.
A basketball team won, and
They
like
blew
whoever.
like 40 guys.
What?
Yeah.
Man, porn stars, and they got crazy publicity things. Crazy publicity
Yeah, they
stunts.
were like, if our team wins, we're gonna suck all the dicks, and then their team won,
They were like, just show up at this Denny's.
or something like that. No, they had to fill out paperwork because you have to make sure you don't have the AIDS.
I like to think that it was at Denny's. They had the test right there. They're just,
Instant aid test.
they're just like, you can do AIDS tests pretty fast. It's not like a super long time, I don't think.
On to the
A comedian
next
had like a
one.
whole skit about that, about how like it was supposed to be that you get his results really really quick, and then the fucking lady went on lunch, like before giving him the
because
results.
you get it right before you go and you do it. You're like, I don't have it, so they're like, prove it. Like, I just got this an hour ago.
But yeah, so there's that. Do you want to talk about the race one, or do you want to just stick with the gorgeous Japanese porn star?
What's the race one about?
It is
About Japanese people?
Veera Bird thought that she was African American for pretty much 75 years, and then found out that she was white.
I want to talk about that. She didn't pretend. She just thought she was.
She basically, what ended up happening was she was born to white parents, and it was like there was like 10 kids, and her father left, and her mother was severely injured in a trolley accident. Yeah, there's levels to this
She's
shit.
so old.
So she was put up for adoption. All the kids were put up for adoption, and she was adopted by, they specifically state, a financially secure black family. I don't know why they had to include that part, but it's included.
Isn't it just assumed that you're financially secure if you adopt?
If you can adopt a child, yep, usually is, but they found it necessary to put it in there. But yeah, and plus also it was in Newton, Kansas. I mean, I don't know how racist Newton, Kansas was. And was raised and was raised as their only child. And yeah, they just never told her that she was, one, adopted, I guess, or two, not black.
It's just like, you're really, really light skinned.
Pretty much. I mean, look at her though. She She looks like she could be light skinned slightly.
Yeah, because she's white. She's white skinned. That's the ultimate level of light skinned.
I guess so. I think albino would be the ultimate level of light skin.
Completely pigmentless.
This is level 2 at least. She's slightly tanned though.
Just like, she could be light skinned. Like, well, yeah, because she is.
I'm just saying, she looks like she could be a mix. She's not.
That's reason.
But she looks like she could be mixed.
She's just old.
She's
got that old lady skin
She
where
wrote
it like
a book
turns
called
brown.
70 Years of Blackness. It's a great title.
After she found out she was white?
After. Because it was on her mother's deathbed that she found out. She was like, oh yeah, you not black.
Honey,
I like to think that
that's the last thing I need to tell you. You're white.
Bitch, you white. Mama, no.
Yo.
Don't let it be. Don't let it be. She lied about her race. I didn't lie because I didn't know. Oh, that's so great. This is just about a guy who sprayed Axe in his mouth.
I picture of her though, like she matches. I don't get it.
I told you she looks like she can be light skinned. You're all like she's white skinned.
She must be like Italian or some kind of Mediterranean or something.
Yeah, it has to be something because yeah, she does look like she.
That's a black and white photo though, so like everybody's.
Everybody's one or the other.
Listen, that's not what I was saying. Just saying.
It's kind of what you were saying.
I'm just saying the color is off.
Yeah, because it's either black or white.
Oh my god, fuck you.
It's slightly sepia. So yeah, those are the two stories. That's
sepia.
I'm thinking this might be the thumbnail. What do you think? I'll just put my head on the body.
Just put our heads as her boobies.
I'll just put my head right here, and then the other one will be your head right here.
Our heads as her boobies.
Oh, how disturbing of a picture would that be? If this was her body, your head, her body, my head, and we just had them right next to each other.
I want to be on that one.
No,
Dibs.
I got to.
Dibs.
France. I make
one.
make the thumbnail.
France did.
I make the thumbnail.
France in that body.
It's the same body.
Her boobs look bigger in that one.
This is pink.
All right, on to the next one. Jesus.
This one just confused me. A man allegedly steals truck full of snack cakes, but eats nothing.
Dun, dun, dun. He was going to sell them.
He stole a Little Debbie delivery truck and then just like went to his family's house.
Did he give them out?
No. He didn't take any.
Just needed a ride.
But why would you take a delivery truck then?
Because they're unlocked and the keys are in them and running.
Usually, but still. Once you have the truck, I'm going to at least take one box. How do you take a Little Debbie's truck and not eat any of the things?
Maybe he didn't want to be a thief.
Why don't you say that sentence again?
He was borrowing it.
I was going to give it back. He could have eaten a cookie and taken a shit in the truck then. I was borrowing it. Stealing.
Listen. He already did enough. He didn't want to do any more than he already did. He's a hero.
He's a hero? There's no tweaking this one into he's a hero. Unless, like, his cousin was having, like, anaphylactic shock and he had an EpiPen and he really needed to get there.
Well, we don't know what happened. Maybe there was an emergency at home.
They don't.
He found the first vehicle that had keys in it that was running.
They don't
actually on the side of the road.
The reason why he was there.
Exactly. He's a hero.
But this just says they took the truck to visit.
Maybe he just really wanted to convince his family he had a job.
Oh, that's sad. He's not a hero. That's sad.
I mean, look at him. He definitely doesn't.
Yeah, he does not have a job.
He's like, Mom, look at me. Got a job.
I finally made it.
I'm the Debbie Snacks man.
I'm delivering oatmeal cream pies.
Look bring my car.
That's the only Little Debbie snack that I know.
And then he came in and hung out with him for like 9 hours. And they're like, shouldn't you be fucking doing work? And he's like, oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, I'm on my break.
I'm on break.
Like, all day?
They let us take the truck home with us.
Yeah, I feel like there should
Floated
be.
for tomorrow.
There should be at least a little bit more.
There should.
Information.
We need more history on this man before I can say whether or not he's a criminal. Because in my mind right now, he's a hero.
He can't be a hero. He can at least be sad. That's the best I'll give you on this one. He can be sad.
Maybe he really was delivering an EpiPen to a friend that was in anaphylactic shock.
Then he would be a hero. But only in that. Or if someone was choking
What if his
and
mom
he's the
fell
only person.
And he had to go help her because she hurt her hip.
I don't know, relatives with no apostrophe before the S. Oh, my throat just made that noise.
A-S.
What's really weird is whenever that happens, we hear it, but it doesn't show up on the recording.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. It's weird. Don't do that again. But yeah, that was really the only thing. I was like, why would he not eat anything? On to the next one, which is actually the last story, which brings us to everybody's favorite Florida man. I keep coming up with like a new way to say it, but that one was kind of similar to the last ways I've said it. Florida man. Florida man. Is that racist? Or because I'm Spanish, is it okay?
It's racist.
Put the mic up to your mouth. Florida man faked a robbery to get out of work.
Is it illegal not to rob stuff?
He filed a police report. He called the cops and everything like that.
Oh my god.
That's when it becomes illegal. But here's the thing. So he didn't want to show up for his shift at Hardee's. So he called 911 and reported that he had just been robbed. Now, he said that it was two gun-carrying men. They took his necklace, money, and his phone before jumping into a car and driving away.
What color hats were they wearing?
But then they gave him back his phone.
What color hats were they wearing?
Well, here.
Were
I'm
they wearing
gonna
red MAGA
read
hats?
this. This, I hope, is what he said. I hope it's not just a cartoon. I hope this is actually what he said. So these guys jumped me, and I'm like, back off. I know Kung Fu. And we fought, and I broke one guy's back and ripped the spleen from the other one. But they managed to steal $2,000 and my limited edition Vanilla Ice necklace and my flip phone, my iPhone 20X. And I told them to give me back my phone, which they did. And this is it. Oh, yeah, I guess it was just a flip phone.
What did the cop say?
It says, please stop. My brain hurts. I don't know if that's actually how it went.
Yes.
But I like to think that they took the transcription and just went, yeah, this is exactly what happened. I broke the one guy's back and ripped out the other guy's spleen, but they still robbed me. And they took my wallet, my $2,000, and my limited edition Vanilla Ice chain, and my flip iPhone 20X. And I was like, give me back my phone, man. And they were like, okay, here it is.
Back my spleen.
I guess it's a flip phone. If that's not what happened, and this is just because this is what the sheriff's department posted. If they just made this up,
that's cruel and unusual punishment. If they just made it up,
I guess that could be
that's
construed.
bullying.
It could.
That's
It's
social
more
media
bullying.
bullying.
It's more bullying than farting in somebody's general direction.
Social media bullying and cruel and unusual punishment.
Yep. But if that is just the transcript of what was said when the police showed up there, and they have body cam footage to back that up, then this is the greatest call out story ever.
I'm gonna do this.
just call into work tomorrow and just be like, I just got robbed. And you see, these two guys came at me with guns, and I was like, hey, stop.
I know jujitsu.
I know jujitsu. So we
And they were all
fought,
like,
and then I broke one of their backs, and then I ripped out one of their spleens.
no, mine would be better. I'd be like, and I ripped off one of their dicks. But they got my keys to my Lamborghini. I mean, my Ferrari. I mean,
They got my keys to my Kia. I mean, my Lamborghini. I mean, my Ferrari. I mean both of my Ferraris. And they each took one.
and then they took my $17 million.
And my
cat. I
My-
mean,
my
my
Ro- my
lion.
Rolex-
I mean, my tiger.
my Rolex jacket.
My albino tiger.
And they took my riding cheetah.
They took my riding cheetah. And
I'll be in tomorrow.
7 Hayabusas.
I'll be in tomorrow. You have to follow it up. I'll be in tomorrow. They also took my phone, but I got that back.
It was an iPhone. It
was an iPhone S10 X 17
with real forged gold.
40. It's made of 24 karat platinum.
Oh, I guess it's just a regular one.
Oh, this is the one you gave me. This is just a regular one. I left the other one at home in my third Ferrari.
They took that too.
They took my wallet. They saw my address and they were like, "Do you have another Ferrari?" And I tried to hide the key, but they took it. They took that too. Yes. Call out for work tomorrow. Exactly in this way. I know there was a lot, but we got it on film. It'll be really easy. I'll just play the tape back.
He could have just not filed the police report and told his boss he got robbed.
Yes, that's exactly what he could have done. What are the bosses going to do? Are they going to be like, let me see the police report? They're going to call the police and be like, hey, did Brian file a police report? They'll be like, fuck you, we can't give that information. And who's Brian? And be like, well, he knows Kung Fu.
And then the police were like,
Has anybody been admitted
Kung Fu
into
Brian.
Has anybody been admitted? Kung Fu Brian. Has anybody been admitted with a broken back and a missing spleen? With $2,000 in a Vanilla Ice chain?
My $200. $2,000.
Oh, Kung Fu Brian.
Kung Fu Brian.
Oh my god. This is my favorite Florida man story so far. It goes this one and then Buck Naked Burgers. Those are my two favorites. Those are the two tops.
Kung Fu Brian. Okay.
The Adventures of Kung Fu Brian.
You make sexy Asian girls the background, but then you name it
Kung Fu Brian. Yeah. That's going to be. Oh my god, because it's sexy Asian girls.
It's really just one, but.
But she's going to be in two different outfits.
Cut that whole
Thank
part.
you very much for joining us on another episode of the Rum Runners Podcast. You can follow us on social media at Rum Runners on Facebook and Instagram. Yes. You can also find us on YouTube. Just search Rum Runners. That's RUM space RUNNAS right here in front of Kyle. You can follow him also. Just go right to that. But thank you very much. Peace. Deuces. I'll catch you in the next one. My fucking brain's broken after this one, man.
Popeye's chicken is fucking awesome.